Am I audible now? Okay, cool. Once again, a very, very, very good evening to everybody who's made it to Delhi Comic Con, NSIC grounds here at the ESL India Premiership 2016 Masters. We've had such a brilliantly wonderful run. We've had winners for Clash Royale, Just Dance on the main stage. We had winners for Dota 2 earlier in the day. Now, the time is for CSGO finale winners and the other winners to come on stage and take the prizes. But first of all, let's call on stage Akshat, Lord Nod, Rathi people. Can we have you on stage? And people, come on, let's be polite. Let's give this man a huge round of applause. You know, a guy like this, people, let me make it very clear. The people who are watching us on stream and in the audience. Okay, the people who are watching us on stream and in the audience, let me remind you, people like him make events like this possible. Trust me. Thank you, Akshat, once again. Take it forward. All yours.
Thank you very much. For everyone who's here, it's been one of the biggest pleasures I have of having hosted this. I honestly think that esports has truly arrived with the number of people who were watching the tournament and every one of the people who are actually backstage, the players who make esports really possible. But I won't go ahead and hold too much of this. I really want to go get all the Counter-Strike teams who are actually here, and I want you guys to go ahead and give them a big round of applause, because without them, this would never be possible. So in no random order, and we'll get to the top three at the last, let's go ahead and get on stage. Team Evolution. This team came all the way from Bangladesh and did their nation proud. Top 8 of the Premiership. So very proud. Thank you, gentlemen, and look forward to seeing you soon. Next up, give a huge round of applause for Team D5, Destructive 5. Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. So proud to have you here. Look forward to seeing you next year in everything we do. Next up, let's give a huge round of applause to one of the teams that I thought did really well. This is Team Elements. Thank you. See you, buddy. Well played. See you next year, yeah? Yeah? Cheers. The next team is fairly interesting. I have to tell you something really interesting about them. This is a team that is known as the Giant Killers. They've beaten every team worth their salt. In one day, they went and wiped the board clean. They went and qualified for the Electronic Sports World Cup and represented India. This is Team Overcome. And we're now getting to the business end of things, but there is one more team before I get to the top end of the top three. This is a team that needs no introduction. It is a team that is led phenomenally by Ankit. This is a team that is called Brutality. team number 3 in our premiership. These are the guys, these are the only guys that could take a game off Team Risky. Yes, you heard it right. They sent Risky into the lower bracket by going and defeating the team from the UAE. This is team Dare to Dream. Guys. Cheers. So very proud. I want to see you guys next year, yeah? You did really well. Super proud. Thanks so much. And you know what? We've just started this tradition with Dota, and I think we should continue this with Counter-Strike. To go ahead and do the next section, I'm going to call 2 guests. The first one is a really good friend of mine now. He is the guy who's the leading force behind a company called So Strong. So let's get Pra on the stage. Big round of applause for Pra. Hey, welcome, Pra.
Glad to be here.
Yeah? Well, not many people left at the fag end of the day, but there was a huge crowd. How do you think Counter-Strike's doing?
I think Counter-Strike is the fastest growing esport in the world, and it's the most spectator-friendly sport. You just tune in, all you're going to see is a gun, some headshots, and it's very easily explainable.
Yep, it is. And I think we saw a huge crowd just going and cheering for their team. Did it give you, I know this is the last time you were casting, but did it give you chills? It's kind of become legit a little?
Actually, yeah, casting has been a lot of fun. I've been doing this for a year and a half now. It's been a lot of fun, but more than anything, I get chills watching the game and it makes me want to play.
Yeah.
More than casting, I just want to play. Yeah.
Well, if you've got a caster and a team owner, caster, business owner like Pra, super excited to go ahead and play again, you can imagine that Counter-Strike has truly arrived. Pra, let's actually get one of our really good partners before we get to this next segment. And for that, one of our really strong supporters, can we have Vishal from HyperX on stage? Come. Can I borrow that for a moment? Thank you. So Vishal, fag ending everything.
I know, it's so sad.
Yeah, well, we'll be doing lots more stuff next year, right?
Sure thing.
Just a precursor. We've talked about a little bit about this when we did Dota, but talk to us about having this category that we have created, about these individual rewards that we have given out. What does HyperX think?
Okay, so same thing, you look at products, you look at teams, it needs to fit, each one has their own style, and each style represents somewhere in the winning categories. Whatever we saw with Invisible, with the Risky, each player had its own strong points, and that's what we would like to, keep them motivated, and that's the reason we thought of coming up with this award segment.
Super. And if I can have this, Pra, I kind of put the responsibility to you to go ahead and help judge this, figuring out these categories. So let's talk. I'll bring the category up, and then you tell me what you think about that category and why did we choose who we chose. So first up, we have the Rookie of the Year. And tell us, Rookie of the Year, unlike Dota, there are a lot of new people coming in the scene.
Yeah, so this year has been a big year for newcomers. For the longest time we had just the old guard playing, but a lot of new guys have come on. Excali, Marshall, Sai, but the one that stands above all of them all is Antidote.
There you go, guys. Antidote is the Rookie of the Year for Counter-Strike Go in India. Good job, buddy. Congratulations, buddy. Next year, you have to win something else than this. Good? Thank you so much. The next category we wanted to talk about was fairly interesting. We wanted to keep on calling it assists. We wanted to go ahead and call it, well, it's a mix between IGL, assists, someone who understands the game, someone who shot calls. and we kind of made that one overall category. So talk to us about the support, the backbone of the team.
I think that's the most important job in a team. The IGL, he has to be the mastermind behind it. He has to use his chess pieces the right way. There are quite a few contenders. Unfortunately, I'm going to say this: Sai is going to be an honorable mention in every category. But the best IGL has to be Breaker because he had a flawless game on Dust 2. He did not put a foot wrong.
There you go, guys. The clutch, sorry, my bad. The assist, the IGL, the support player of the Counter-Strike in India is Breaker. Congratulations, Breaker. Look forward to seeing you in India soon, yeah? Well, the third category we have is, this is specifically for Counter-Strike. We wanted to go call out to the person who is a la Michael Jordan-esque, right? You have 1 second on the shot clock, 3 seconds on the shot clock, you want to have him with the ball. You know he's going to make that clutch shot. You're 1 point down, he will go sink that shot 99 out of 100 times. You give him the ball. Who do you think that is?
So, best clutcher is basically like nerves of steel, right? He has to be the best player under pressure. And that, again, we're going to pick somebody from Risky Gaming. Sai, honorable mention, but Tox from Risky Gaming takes it.
There you go. Tox from Risky. Risky takes the clutcher of the year for Counter-Strike from India. See you, buddy. Now, the business end of things, the guy that wins the big award, the biggest, well, the award's exactly the same, but I think with it go lots of creds, the MVP. First, tell us a little bit about the So Strong impact rating that actually went into this MVP.
So we have a master statistic called the impact rating. It looks at a lot of different aspects of the game. The type of kill. Is it an entry kill? Is it a trade kill? Is it a retake? Is it an exit? And based on that, we calculate modifiers that help us tell who had the most impact in the game. And by far, the most impact throughout the tournament. This guy was unstoppable. Every time you saw him on the screen, you were dead within a second. So this is Greens from Risky Gaming.
Well, there you go. Risky takes the third award. This is Greens from Risky Gaming being the MVP of the Masters. Thanks, buddy. Cheers. And the last but not least, this is something that I've been kind of keeping it like an ace in the hole. There's a friend of mine who's actually going to be retiring from Counter-Strike's active duties with us. We'll kind of miss him behind the microphone. This is our very own Pra. And for you, Pra, we have a small award for a small contribution to Counter-Strike in India. Thanks so much for doing this, man.
It was a pleasure. And I think as much as I'm going to retire from casting, nobody truly retires from Counter-Strike.
Nobody truly retires. On that good note, is the well, I'm going to call it the Lifetime Contribution Award, but it goes to Pra. Thanks, Pra. See you around, buddy.
Pleasure.
Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Business end of things. Last two teams to go. But I won't do this without a really, really close friend of mine. He's flown in right from Taiwan. This is Vinay Shetty, who heads Azus in India, one of our premier partners. Give a round of applause to go ahead and welcome him on stage. Vinay Shetty. Thanks for doing this, Vinay. Can I have the microphone? Pra took the microphone. That's the second award he took. There you go. Thank you for coming. I know it was a long, long trip to come here.
Certainly a long one. Certainly a long one.
Well, you came to the right time. How do you think that esports has evolved and become bigger in India this year?
Okay. When we started the first event, I think in Pune, it was a test ground for us. Then Bangalore. And today what I see in Delhi, I think we are on the right direction. And thanks to Nodwin team and ESL to make this happen in India.
Thank you so much. We couldn't have done it with great partners like you. And for that, let's go ahead and welcome our runners-up, someone who did a phenomenal performance. Guys, give it up for Invisible Wings. Stay on stage on the right for us. Yeah. And here comes the big winners. A lot of them, everyone thought the day they were invited that they would win this. They kind of had one stumble when they lost to Dare to Dream. They lost to Dare to Dream. They went into the lower bracket, but for a phenomenal performance, absolutely impeccable. Your team, your winners of the Counter-Strike Masters for 2016, Risky Gaming. You want to take a picture with that?
Keep on rocking.
Thank you, शांति मत करिए। In 5, 4, 3. And to close everything off, why don't we give one last round of applause to every single game, every single team, and every single player of Counter-Strike. Let's have everyone back on stage. Guys, come on stage. What is it? Get that feeling right here. Quick. Keep going, keep going. आ जाओ इधर ही आ जाओ 40 लोग हैं हाँ no we're done we'll see you next year keep
Let's get the entire team just made this reality.
We don't have to do it for others. We'll do it for ourselves. Chal. Good. Chalo. Khatam. Stand. Go. Yep. No, don't random player like that. Take that. That's for office.